slowly falling down cooler闇へ but never going back touch 向かえどうして高く上げてなお大ボーナなんてもうグッバイしょこりもなくファイナカマと Need another day I will run away from nothing no more どこまでも笑がってこう今超えてく Also ready to break it up I'm not afraid yeah break it Keep it point in the dark 自分の力に変え wipe out 今ねじ曲げる視線 I never fall in I never ever care for them 今立ち向かう and I defeat myself I gotta go, skin myself, save for back foot I gotta go, skin myself, see a soft foot Time away from me, it's not my shadow Smoke, let us set my tongue on a surface I could Nobody knows, cause I can't flow Live fast for the
Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another video. Normally I wouldn't really go in on Charlie, Penguinz0, but I've seen like a few YouTubers bringing this to my attention. They didn't send me the video. It was under my I was under the recommendations and my notifications, and this will come as a surprise. It is a shocker. Normally I would say it isn't a shocker, depending on the person I'm talking about, but from Penguinz0, you wouldn't expect this. I will get straight to what I'm about to talk about, but I do want to bring up Sneako, as it's been confirmed. Like, of course, you see him threatening Charlie, doing a little stupid dance with his gun. I personally, I don't even find Sneako funny because, like, he's just a loud, obnoxious, like, arrogant guy. But what I'm trying to say is, you guys, is that, like, Sneako is the type of person that does advocate, he does not advocate age of consent, I tell you this, but he advocates being inappropriate towards people that are young. And he has no answer to what the age of consent should be. But also is that it's crazy enough, apparently there's a recent video where literally Sneako has a debate with Penguinz0. And Penguinz0 is being called out. I understand people make mistakes, you guys, but it seems like Moist Critical might be in the losing end, because he explains why he can't, because he's not, again, I get a lot of my video ideas from him as well as other YouTubers, but people ask him why he doesn't cover certain topics, even though he's the type of person who covers like big, like heavy stories, the ones that actually impact the internet. So he's saying whatever he can. He thinks what he'll say would fly. But I do know for a fact, I've seen where he was in the game show he was invited by Mr. Beast, and he was talking with Logan Paul, but he didn't have that same energy. Here you're gonna say the debate, you guys, and again, unfortunately, there's gonna be no audio. You'll be able to get a glimpse of it if you catch the video, but this is about me having to explain my opinion, and it's always gonna be that way. But it's crazy because you wouldn't expect to hear this from Charlie. It's like Sneako exposed him now. He's actually getting exposed by Sneako, because Sneako asked Moist Critical, Penguinz0, if kids should get should parents be able to change their kids' like gender, as well as be able to consent. And he actually said himself, Penguinz0 said that as long as the parents give consent, it's okay. If they want to be able to change the gender, it's all up to the parents. But overall, it's like even whether the parent has control of the kid, there's also, again, boundaries. And And this is the proof right here. And Sneako literally, and this is no surprise, Sneako does believe that adults can marry young kids. And I didn't want to say it. Like, because I honestly want to give again a shout out to Destructor for actually bringing it up, and he was right. He knew that Sneako was that kind of person, and we don't have to hear from Destructor. We clearly hear from Sneako's point of view. But Moist Critical is not in the winning end either, because when he was debating, he literally is, again, Moist Critical is not the person who's great with debating with people. But he said that, and then when Sneako asked him that question, whether kids should change their gender, Moist Critical agreed, saying that as long as the parents give permission, then that is okay by him. That honestly makes me think that there is definitely something wrong with Penguinz0 in a way, and I don't want to assume that, but nowadays, because you thought he was, again, looking at his content, watching his videos, he seemed like a legit person, like someone that actually had a bunch of info, who's not only was sarcastic, but who knew how to take things serious. Somebody who was very open, who try to put people in the right path. That's how I literally looked him as. But nowadays, you can't be so quick to assume that there are people who aren't gonna, like, you can't assume that there are people out there that have a scary mindset, who also screwed up in that, regardless how kind or wise that person may be on social media. Eventually, they're gonna blow their cover, and that's what Penguinz0 did. But I don't want to be so quick to judge Penguinz0 because he did get some backlash. To me, it feels like a first that this feels like a first that Penguinz0 Moist Critical has got backlash before, and that to me is a surprise. I've said this before numerous times. It doesn't surprise me when somebody like a YouTuber gets exposed for doing certain stuff, because we thought Moist Critical was the trustworthy one. We thought there's someone who's able to, like, cancel people, and for the right reasons, not because he was toxic, but because we thought he was humble about it. And although I may be going off topic again, like, proving the people's point, and I was talking about him being in the show with Mr. Beast, the game show, when he was talking with Logan Paul. It's crazy as how, like, not crazy, I find it completely biased how he'll go in on Logan Paul in his videos, but when he spoke to him in person, they act like they were like they were literally close friends, that they were able to make up for each other for what they said. And even though, yes, Logan Paul admitted he did some really sketchy stuff, and that he's trying to, and I don't want to assume he's saying he's trying to make amends and be able to pay it off. But I agree there too. But I'm not saying you have to resort to violence. But at the same time, it's like he had a completely different attitude towards Logan Paul in person compared to on the internet. But I do want to go in on Sneako. And again, I'm not playing favorites, but good thing he did get, because I do know for a fact he did get banned on YouTube, and rightfully so. And it's like, whether he showed his true colors before he got banned, but there are some signs that letting us know that he definitely does not deserve to be back on YouTube. Again, I do know Charlie is trying to be careful with his choice of words, and I'm the same too. Like, you can tell from what I'm talking. That's why I do respect him for that, because he's fully aware, like, of guidelines whenever you're on the platform. I do the same, you guys, as you could tell with this video. I try not to say certain words, not to get my video strikes, or not to get terminated. That's where I'm with them on that. But I feel like, as I said, you need to be open. You don't have to be the most critical. You don't have to be the most crucial person and just go in on that person by hammering them with your words, but you could actually try to like keep that same energy. And it seems like I don't want to assume whether he's a fraud or not, but Moist Critical it's like he's fighting two sides. It's like he can't be able to make up his mind. He's got to choose one or the other, and he's doing at this point. He's trying whatever he can to please the audience. I try to impress my audience, but I don't try to please other people. I don't let like other people try to run me down to the mud or decide for me. He should be able to decide for himself, and that's where I definitely lost my respect for him. Again, I'll still be able to check his videos because I do think he has like again his subscribers like are massive. He's a huge following, you guys. It just seems like now I'm basically getting like tips from someone who doesn't know who doesn't know who they are, who literally is lost with themselves. So I'm also having some kind of like mixed up feelings too now. I want to be able to do my research. I need to be able to get an update from someone that I know is like fully understanding. But he can't seem to understand himself either, because I'm getting mixed feelings, and if again people make mistakes, you guys, as long as he can be able to like just be able to just accept, like not accept, but redeem himself. And anybody can redeem themselves, but depending on how bad their past actions are, or how disgusting and just outright piece of shit that person is, then you can't really try to like encourage those people. But and again, I'm not all for cancel culture, but again, I said this before, and he's really confused. Like, who am I supposed to get? Who am I supposed to come? Who am I supposed to look forward to in order to like help me be able to come up with videos? Who can I trust, you guys? But yeah, I can't be able to like, again, people make mistakes. I've said it before, but it's just awkward for me, guys. Like, how I'm gonna be able to continue being able to find someone who I think has the resource, has the knowledge, is capable, and has the intelligence. I always thought good about Most Critical. I always thought good about Penguinz0, but the way he's coming, I don't think it's gonna be his immediate downfall. But if it could be the stress, you guys. Whatever he said and why he decided to take back what he said or not be able to like keep his word. It just could be that he wasn't. Again, I understand not everybody can be in the mood. It could be that like he did not want debate because he didn't have the answers. But and I'm the same too. I don't want people going into my videos to the point where I'm forced to get a strike. Where I'm in the I end up in the opposition. I actually want to be on the succession, and that's what it just really seems like, you guys. That Penguinz0, he's trying to do whatever he can to satisfy his audience, the people, so he can be able to like keep up with his following, to be able to protect his reputation, and that's just what it seems like, you guys. And I don't really want to go too in on him because I don't see him being that much of a scumbag. He said some like something that's very off-putting, which I can't believe what I heard from him. That did come as a shocker, and I wouldn't expect that from him. But again, I am disappointed too. But hopefully, like, we can get a clear answer to this about what he meant. And you guys know what I mean about like saying that parents should like people should get permission from the kids' parents to be able to change, or like like switch their child's genders, be able to transfer genders, swap genders. I actually, and I want to be open about this. I actually don't think kids should have to go through that. That in itself is very disturbing. It makes no sense. They're still like, because you have to think about it this way. The kids are still learning about themselves. They're still growing. They don't have full like knowledge. Again, when kids are not at their adolescence, they have no idea. They can't grasp the reality of things. They have no like idea what their future is going to be like. They have no goals. They don't know what their dreams are. So it should always, again, even though the parents may be the ones responsible, they may be the ones that take care of the kid. It should always be the child's decision at the end of the day. Even the thing is, even if the child accepts it, I would still definitely refuse. The parents should actually say no to this. The parents should 100% refuse having the child go through that, because it just is not. It is not natural, you guys. It is not. And I don't know what he was thinking when he said that, because people are trying to think for these kids, but if anything, it's more about trying to help bring reality to these kids so that they don't end up screwing up their life. No, they don't end up screwing their life before they become adults, and that's what it is, and that's how I look at it. The priority is to keep these kids straight and put them on the right track so they can know how the world works. But overall, I already said enough, you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Be sure to check for more upcoming content later in the future. Be sure to check your notifications. Comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.